All right, I think we're live. Let me check the feed just to make sure, because YouTube can be kind of not PogJam sometimes. And we're live. Hello, everyone. This is me, Mithy. What's up, YouTube? I shaved, so I no longer look like the prick. What's going on? Hey, everyone. Yeah. It's 1 a.m. right now for me, but that's cool because my sleep schedule has been crazy for the past few for a month because of coda filming. Coda filming is going great. We have finished a principal shooting, and we're doing second unit right now, and that's been awesome. So if you follow me on Twitter, or you saw the teaser, that's been super cool. So thanks for that. Yeah, so we have popped on here just because I had this cool idea for something a while back, but then I never really went crazy with it. As some of you know, my most popular video of all time is, of course, the love letter to the Batman 2004 show. It's a video I'm really proud of, and it's a video that, like, a lot of people have the thing of like, oh, my most popular video is something that I'm not in love with, but I'm lucky enough to say that my most popular video is a video that I'm so glad is my most popular video, right? And that's partly in thanks to Christian Production Journal for voicing it and stuff. But I every so often I get comments on that video where I'm like, I want to respond to these comments, but there's so many comments that like I just haven't gotten the chance to, because a lot of them are really positive. And so what I wanted to do is I was initially going to do this last month on the 1 year anniversary of the video, but I guess I waited till now since coda production has been going crazy. So I hope you guys are okay with the delay. But we're going to be going through comments on the video. And there's like a 100 something comments, 200 something comments, but some of them are just me replying to other people. So yeah, we're going to have fun. This is going to be really positive, I think. And it's going to be awesome. I'm also joined with legendary YouTuber, stylist, and logger of journals in production Christian from Production Journal. Hello.
I'm going to pretend you didn't say that.
Yeah, I need better cringe to say. How are you doing, Christian?
I'm good. I'm a little tired, but
yeah,
it's going all right.
That's the thing. You don't get to talk. It's 1 a.m. for me. All right. It's
Oh, actually, you were saying, you're like, oh, I'm really glad that my most popular video is the video that I put the most effort into. Mm-hmm. Now, I wish I could say the same.
Oh, really?
I'm cursed by that goddamn Star Wars video.
Yeah, I didn't mean to even throw any shade at you, but I guess it's a good video. It's a great video, and it's like, I think I've told you this too, where I was like, and we'll get into it later because there's a comment related to it, but like the whole thing when I like saw your channel and like the one video you had was the Last Jedi video, and it already had like 100K views, and I was like, where did this come from? I was so like confused, but hey, comments can be a cesspool, but
they can be.
Exactly, which we're gonna find out how much of a cesspool this thing is. I don't think it's that much of a cesspool. From what I've seen, it's
brilliant segue. No, you got like mostly positive comments.
I know.
I haven't seen any negative ones.
That's why I'm like doing. If this was all negative, I wouldn't do something like this. But like it's been really positive, so that's something cool.
Speaking of which, what would be a fun activity?
Yeah.
Going through my Star Wars comments on a live stream.
That would be pretty. If you want someone to hold your hand as you go through that experience, let me know. I'll be there.
Dude, I'm not doing that alone.
Oh, yeah. You need like the entire nightcast to just, we'll just form a circle of hand holding, and you will share dramatic experiences. But yeah, we're gonna go through these comments, and at the end of it, maybe you guys will get a little sneak at some coda action. Maybe I've been working on something for the past like hour, and I just assembled it together because I forgot to do it earlier today, and maybe I'll put it at the end of the stream. So you'll find out. Before we get into it, it's 2 a.m. in Canada for Radical Pineapple Productions. Good job. It's 2 a.m. I just got back from shooting second unit on Coda, and I feel appreciative. I made that joke already, but and then Junicorn, the first Lego building stream when? I think maybe that's in reference to you, but also if I get the Lego Daily Bugle set, I will do a building stream for that.
Dude, I saw the Daily Bugle last night. Like the price for it in Australia.
Yeah.
It's like $500, and I just pre-ordered the PS5 yesterday as well. So
so you're just dropping money left and right.
I'm gonna have to work overtime if I want both. I swear to God.
Damn it! Here's the thing. I have like $100 gift card for something, and then I have like $130 gift card for something else. So if I do just slap all of it on there, I could just get the thing for like $70, which maybe I should do that. I told Scribe that, and he was like, "You're a fucking dumbass," and that's true. But you know, Legos. So yeah, there you go. But yeah, yes, you are real Radical Pineapple Production. You won at what cost? I didn't win at anything. Was that awkward enough? I think that was awkward enough. I'll have to pause for a few seconds. Okay. Anyways,
if you have to ask, was that awkward enough? Then you're answering the question.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, if you want more stuff, make sure you go to my channel and visit it. Wait a second, you're watching the broadcast. It's already on my channel. Why do I even have this banner? That doesn't make any sense whatsoever. But yeah, let's go into these comments. And let's see if I can. Yep, I figured it right. I'm also going to zoom in.
I'm also at the very bottom of the
first one. Duff Films left the first comment, I think, of the entire thing, which is kind of crazy because he makes amazing short films. Go check out the short films. Mansi went, I met the PS5 Lego Bugle thing. You won at what cost?
Oh, yeah. I didn't win at all. I just wasted money. Even if I get the PS5, there's no games out for it yet. So
yeah, that's. I mean, I guess backwards compatibility, but then like if you have a PS4 already, it's like But yeah, a great video, makes me want to watch the show. I don't know if you're watching this, but if you are, you had a year. Did you watch the show yet? Watch the show. It's a great show. But yeah. Here's a good comment. Emerald Talks. I strangely love Production Journal is reading the script as if he wrote it, and he seems so sincere, even up to the simp joke, having to stop down and think about what he's saying for a second. This is comedy gold. Do you want to talk about the shit that I put you through reading that script?
I made a conscious effort to not look at the script before I performed it, and so a lot of those reactions were me just going, oh,
what the fuck?
All right, I guess I have to do it now.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I kept putting, like, I was originally going to do the voice, right? And then my mic broke, and then my parents were like, why are you doing a voice for this? Don't waste your time. You have finals in a few weeks. And I was like, okay, I can't end up doing the voice for this. So then I was like, okay, Christian, do you want to do it? And he was like, yeah, sure. And then, but I never changed the script to accommodate Christian. I kept the jokes as if I were saying them.
So, yeah, and you're like, okay, this is where you got to simp over Batgirl. And I'm like,
no.
All right, I guess.
Yeah. So then, like, I think retroactively, we changed some of the stuff for just, it's me being horny in the script. But then some of it is just the disc thing. It's still the thing no one really talks about, but it's such a stupid bit, and I don't know why I kept it. It
adds flavor.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, TLDR, I'm sorry, Christian.
Nah, it was good. It pushed me out of that bubble, and so that's the thing. It's like, it's not that I'm uncomfortable making those kind of jokes in my videos. Yeah. It's just that whenever I write the videos, they never warrant those kind of jokes. But like, if I did, then I'd probably do it the exact same way I did it in your video.
The thing is, I don't really like, because I was rewatching my Infinity War video, and a lot of my videos recently, I haven't been putting those kind of jokes in there. And I don't know why I haven't. I guess I just haven't. And maybe I should start doing that, but like, I don't want to make it seem artificial, right? With a lot of the Batman video, and then a lot of the videos like the Arkham Knight video and even like the Avatar video, a lot of those jokes came just naturally as I was writing. But then I don't know why it's just been harder for me to come up with jokes naturally like that. So, Dream is Verx. Hey man, love your videos. Keep up the great work. Thank you so much, man. I try. Foreign 616. I'm so glad someone has talked about the show. This, Batman Beyond, and Batman Brave and the Bold were my favorite shows as a kid, and then the reason I love comics and Batman now. I agree. Batman Beyond is goated as shit. No one. If I didn't do a video on this show, I would have maybe done a video on Batman Beyond. Not enough people talk about Batman Beyond. You watch Batman Beyond?
I've seen the movie Return of the Joker, but I've never seen the show.
I will eventually do a video on the movie, but I think a lot of people have watched the movie, so it's like I don't know what else I have to say other than that. Like, there's a thing about censorship in a lot of these old.
It's
Batman
so
cartoons.
Dark.
Yeah, and it's like it got away.
I
with
watched
a
it
lot.
for the first time last year, and I was like, this is kind of frightening to me as an 18-year-old, because like you go into it expecting, at the time I was 18, of course, but you go into it expecting to see like the stuff you see in the animated series, which is pretty mute. Like there's not that much really to be like, well, okay, that's a bit much. And then you watch Batman Beyond the movie and it's terrifying.
Exactly. It's really weird because like I don't know, it's and then Batman Beyond got to, even the show in general gets a lot more darker moments, like with ink and stuff like that, where it's like this is kind of grotesque, and I think it's just because like Tim and that whole animation team had more leverage with Warner Brothers, where they were like, okay, let us do more crazy stuff, and so they just got to. That's my theory, but I could be talking on my ass. I don't know exactly how it ended up, but I think that had a part to it, because like when they made the first show, it was like you're serving the studio, and then now with Batman Beyond, I don't think it was necessarily serving the studio as much as it was, okay, you're making a kid Batman show that's going to be successful. All right, do whatever you want. And so they went dark with it. I own the complete series for Batman Beyond, and I've only seen the first 3 episodes. I need to watch some more. Yes, you do. Batman Beyond is awesome, especially the first season. I think the first season on its own is really strong. It's a good watch if you have time to waste. I bought Mystery of the Batwoman and Return of the Joker bundle. You can imagine my disappointment when I found out it was the censored version. Oh no! The censored version, it doesn't suck, but that whole thing in the middle, I'm not going to spoil it, but the whole like dark bit in the middle.
The whole part with the Joker.
The whole part, yeah. Yeah.
It's like, that's the thing, in the current version, it's like it's shocking, but in the original version, it's just downright like depressingly dark. Yeah. It's like it's like it's hopeless. It's like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like there's no parallel. Like what happens in the original cut is like you watch it and you're like, what the hell? Like how could any of these heroes walk away and be the same person at all? It's just so dark.
And the censored version plays it up for the spectacle of it, which the point is not the spectacle of that entire show was not necessarily the spectacle. It's about the grittiness of that moment. Shocking, you say? I want to say fuck you because I don't like the censored version, but that was a good joke, so good job. But yeah,
I didn't mean that. Oh yeah.
But yeah, Batman Beyond, great show. Watch it, especially Return of the Joker. At least what you should do is watch the first few episodes of Batman Beyond and then watch Return of the Joker. I think that gives you a good taste for the world. Imperfect Dan, the Dark Knight trilogy is my favorite interpretation of Batman, but this show is good too. I agree. I got shared skitless. I can't talk. I got scared shitless watching the Joker blow up a hospital when I was young.
I got shared skitless. I'm tweeting that.
I got shared shit. I don't even remember what I said, but yeah. The Dark Knight trilogy. I walked out of the theater when Joker blew up the hospital because I was a scared Dumbo. Glad I bought an old uncut ROJ DVD now. Yeah, lucky bastard. I had the thing on download for a while. I don't know where it went though. But yeah. I love this show, and Batman fan. I've seen him a lot in my comments when I was growing, and I don't see him a lot in my comments anymore. But if you're watching, man, thanks for commenting early on. I love this show, and I feel like every Batman show after the original BTS got had gotten overlooked. And while yes, nothing will ever top the animated show, every show after bit has been outstanding in its own right. This, Batman, Brave and the Bold, Beware the Batman, etc. I also grew up on this show. I got the DVD of season 1 at a Cracker Barrel. Yes, there we go. Which for some reason only had one disc in it, and I rewatched it in car rides wherever I went. Love this video and this great show. You earned a subscriber, dude. That's the shit I love to hear, because like this is kind of me, you know. This was me with the season 3 DVDs. I got that from, I think my parents got it for me from like Walmart, because it was just in a tub somewhere. And then, you know, from there, I just rewatched those episodes nonstop. I found out the show was on WB Kids. I watched the show on there for a bit. I watched it growing up. I got until like Robin entered the show, and I watched a bit of that season. And then after that, I never got to retouch with the show. And then when I like entered, and I said this in the video, and it's real, I had a math counts competition, and I found all the episodes online on a site. Period. And I just kept watching episodes, and I started watching episodes like on a Wednesday night, and then Thursday night I kept watching episodes. Friday night I kept watching episodes. I had a competition on Saturday. I got 17th place, and it was like a state competition, so that was fine. But then, you know, 2 days later, my parents found out I was watching cartoons at night until like 1 a.m. and they got kind of pissed off. And joke's on you, parents. It's 1 a.m. right now, and I'm reading comments on a video. So, but yeah. Did you ever watch the show growing up? Because I know you had exposure to the show, but do you like ever watch it?
As in the animated series or Batman Beyond?
Or no, the 2004 show.
Oh, 2004 show. Like bits of experience. Like I saw it sometimes in like the Saturday morning cartoons, but I distinctly remember when I was like, I want to say 8 or 9. We borrowed Batman vs Dracula from the DVD store, and I watched it, and I couldn't sleep for like the whole rest of the week. Like it scared the shit out of me. It still does. It's a creepy movie.
Yeah, that movie is. I'm glad even Roundtable made this video on that movie, because I never got to watch that movie a lot growing up. I just saw it on TV in parts, and I was like, "This is interesting." But then, like, yeah, that's a messed up movie, but like it works, I think, for the show. It's a good representation of the show, I think. I made a post on Batgirl Begins recently. I think I saw that. It was a pretty good post. I read it. But yeah, I agree that even though the show is a whole less great than Batman BTAS, I like this Batman more. DCAU Batman was a little too stoic and hardened, not to mention he boned his son's girlfriend, lol. I think Reno's Batman is a perfect balance between the dark and gritty Batman and the Adam West campy version. I don't like thinking about this part. That was a moment in comics history. Did I have the meme with you where I just kept sending images of that like panel?
Yeah,
I had it with someone where I just kept. I think I kept sending just people pictures of the one where he's like, "I'm pregnant."
and now you just send people photos of All-Star Batman, which is equally as bad.
Exactly. I know. It's like this one is just taken over. Which one's worse, All-Star Batman or the fact that Batman boned his girlfriend? I feel like All-Star Batman is worse because there's no actual character drama.
Yeah, it's more derogatory what he says.
Yeah,
like I mean they're both bad.
Yeah, but then Batman and Batgirl getting together is messed up, but like there is character drama to be played there. Whereas with All-Star Batman, it's just, I'm the goddamn Batman. I'm gonna say the R word, and I'm gonna have sex with Black Canary and call her a smoker, and it's like that's just edgy for no point. But yeah, Batman v Dracula.
Oh, and also Robin leaping over and suplexing Green Lantern.
Oh, yeah, that too. Eating rats in the Batcave. Batman v Dracula, just the blood drive scene made it all worth it. True. That scene is very messed up, and I didn't understand what was going on in that scene as a kid. Man, I remember this show, and I love it just as much as you. Great video. Thank you. I'm more of a Batman, Brave and the Bold fanboy. It introduced me to so many unique heroes that I love and would be close to my heart always. That's the thing. Batman Brave and the Bold, I think, was more expansive than the show because it introduced a lot of concepts, and I think part of that is maybe derived from this show because they did Justice League, but they did only core Justice League stuff and like their core villains. But then like Batman Brave and the Bold was like, we tested the waters with this and it kind of worked, so let's just go all in. And so I think this show still helped with that in some way, shape, or form. I remember the guy who made Batman Brave and the Bold or not the guy who made it, but like he helped produce it or something like that. And they were talking about like, why did this show get canceled? And I was like, I was under the assumption that it was like due to resource allocation, but then the creator of the show was like, no, you're wrong. That's not why. And I was like, oh, sorry. I didn't know what to say there, but it's a good show. It's not a bad show. I just never watched it a lot growing up. I played the Cartoon Network games though, the website Flash games. I played those a lot growing up. So glad to see love for the show. I grew up with it too. Yes, thank you. It was a big part of my childhood. I also had the 3rd season on DVD, and I remember watching the hell out of it. I always loved the style of the characters in this show, and honestly kind of forgot it existed for a while. This well-made video had convinced me to read the show. So thank you. Thank you too. That was a goal with this video too, because I wanted people to I wanted people to revisit this show because it's been a while since a lot of people revisit this show, and like that's what. Did you watch Young Justice growing up? No. I know a lot of people who watch Young Justice don't remember Young Justice, and they see stuff about Young Justice, and then they go revisit Young Justice. And like this show doesn't have as big of an audience, but like I wanted a similar effect, where this got people to be like, oh yeah, I remember that, and they just go on a YouTube clip binge, because there's a lot of good YouTube clips from this show that are still like around. I remember not liking Batman Brave and the Bold as much as a kid because it wasn't similar enough to the 2004 show to me. That was me too. I felt that a bit too, where I was like, I missed the old show. Batman Brave and the Bold was my first Batman. I love that show, and Booster Gold and Blue Beetle are amazing. Yeah, we need more Booster Gold, Blue Beetle content. We don't have enough. I know they have a comic run now, but we need more like animated Blue Beetle, Booster Gold content.
Also, isn't in the new comic runs, isn't Booster Gold dating Harley Quinn? I'm pretty sure that's something that happened in the comics for like a brief stint.
I think I remember seeing that. Oh yeah, I think I remember seeing that, and then everyone was pissed off because she wasn't dating Ivy, and they were like, "Oh, she needs to be dating Ivy."
That's it.
Yeah. I think I remember seeing that. That was fun because if you're bisexual, that means you can only date women. That's how that works.
Yeah.
They also do the thing where they like pair up Harley with like everyone, and I'm like, you don't need to pair her up with everyone, but if it makes sense, it makes sense, I guess.
That's why I like the Harley Quinn show, because like it's like consistently she's with Ivy, and it's cool.
And like it does it well enough where it's like I enjoy what they do with those characters aside from just the comics, and I think that should be the goal of any show, is to make you enjoy the characters aside from just comic references. And this show does that in the sense of like each episode is a singular thing that you can enjoy. Not a lot of the episodes, they're inspired off of comic events, I think a lot of them, but each episode on its own is kind of just its own wacky thing, because like the plot is pretty standard, so then what do you really derive off of? Like the whole thing with Joker, it's like Batman, Catwoman, and Batgirl in a maze versus the Joker as they're like on an island controlling a bunch of weird contraptions. I don't think that's a thing from the comics that they took. They were just like, we have to do another Joker episode because they want another Joker episode. All right, just do something with a maze. Simple concept. Give a parallel between Batgirl and Catwoman and go from there. And I think you don't need, you can use the comics as a source of inspiration, but you don't need to stick to them like glue. You can kind of just take what works and then piece those together. Yes, that was a great episode. That is one of my favorite episodes of season 3, and I wish I talked about it, but no one ever talks about it. which I mean, no one ever talks about this show, so I should have just talked about it, but I never brought it up. I don't know why. Thank you so much for this video. I wanted to make a retrospective of the series. It's criminal how DC buries his iteration outside a few references here and there. A friend called me to watch it. Your videos are hilarious too. I hope the channel blows up. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's the thing is DC never likes talking about the show, and I have no idea why. Maybe it's just because it wasn't successful, but like it went on for 5 seasons. It wasn't like a failure. It's like their Spectacular Spider-Man, I think, where like no one talks about the show, but the people who talk about the show love the show. You know?
Dude, Marvel, I've honestly, I don't know if that's just a me thing, but I've never seen Marvel speak about the 90s show or the Spectacular Spider-Man show. They only ever speak about like Ultimate Spider-Man or whatever the new one is.
I've seen Marvel sometimes talk about the 90s show just because it's like it was iconic for like its time. Whereas Spec Spidey, it was good when it came out, but it was only 2 seasons, right? And there's only so much exposure you can get over 2 seasons. But then with the Amazing Spider-Man show, it was out for 5 seasons, right? It went a full 5 seasons. So then you get the full exposure of a show running on the air for 5 seasons. But then this also ran for 5 seasons, but no one talked about it. So I don't know. I think studios just don't like talking about stuff if it's not under their control, right? Because Sony had distribution rights when they did Amazing Spider-Man, right? Did they?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's why. Comic Lantern, amazing video. Thank you so much. Spectacular Spider-Man was my childhood. Portable DVD players helped me watch that show everywhere. Dude, I wish that I had that show on DVD. When I was young, I was like allergic to like amoxicillin or something, and I had like a bad like stomach reaction, and I was hospitalized for like a week. And then one of my neighbors came by and then gifted me a Spectacular Spider-Man Electro Blast action figure that I don't know where it went. I think I made that joke.
I used to have, yeah, when I was a lot younger, back when Spec Spidey was like the biggest thing. I remember I used to have this like toy of Venom, and I always remember it was very distinctive because he had the weirdest proportions. Like he had like a huge torso.
He had like the Batman the Animated Series proportions.
Yeah.
His chest. Yeah. I wish I had Venom. I had only the Electroblast action figure, and then I lost it. I don't know where it went. So sad. But it was a good figure. It had a good. I like the way that they did the netting on the Spectacular Spider-Man stuff on the chest, because it's like it's wide enough and it works with the angles. I feel like a lot of time when they draw Spider-Man's webs, it's just hashes on like lines that aren't angled correctly. And so I like the way it was like angled, and it was a little wider, but I think that worked for the look of it. I'm here because Brown Table's video on the Batman, and I'm loving this so far. Can't wait to see the channel glow into the juggernaut. Thank you so much. I think the thing with Brown Table's video is like if he mentioned my video at the end, and like that helped boost it a lot. But then the thing that really boosted it is his video was also really successful, because his video hit like 600, 700K views. Which, you know, I mean, he's a 200K channel, but like I think that's not as common. Yeah, that's still a lot for him. So I think that's also something that helped the videos, because his was also popular. By
the way, Brown Table, if you're watching the live stream, feel free to shout me out one of your videos.
Exactly. If you're watching the live stream, feel free to block me on Twitter. I don't know. I'm just the exact opposite direction. Brown Table, if you're watching, feel free to promote Coda. Please.
Please.
Por favor. Curious. Came here for Brown Table's video. Glad to see this show wasn't forgotten. Also, dang, the amount of good effort in your videos is great. Legit hope you get the thousands of subs you deserve. Thank you so much. I think I will get at least 1,000 hopefully soon. We're getting there. We're 300 away. I hope. I don't think it's gonna happen. I would like to have 1,000 by the time I release Coda, but we'll see if that happens. I love this show. I probably watched Strange New World 1 billion times as a kid. I showed that episode to everyone. I know that episode stuck with me the hardest of like any episode from that show, which is funny because that's also the episode I watched the night before I went for my math counts competition. So it's stuck in my head pretty hard. But I showed that to Scribe the first time I met him. It's an amazing episode. That's like if you need to, if someone says they're not gonna watch the whole show, just show them that, to be like, yeah, that's what the show is. Underrated series, it sure is. This show was my childhood. I had a ton of toys and all the seasons on DVD, but I watched all the time. That's the thing. A lot of people have the DVDs collections from this, so I think they just sold like a lot of DVDs. Like maybe not a lot of people watched it on air, and I tried to watch it as on air as much as I could, but I feel like a lot of the exposure for the show was just DVD toys. DVD.
I only got Spectacular Spider-Man. Like, I mean, and the Batman I'm trying to find, but I can't find it. They don't sell it in many Australian stores, but I know at least Spec Spidey they sell only recently. Yeah. Those
McDonald's.
But yeah, for some reason they don't sell the Batman anywhere, which sucks.
They don't. They just cut all production on that stuff, and I don't know why. It's like because like I tried to look up some of the toys I lost as a kid, and like some of them are selling for like $100 now, and I'm like, wow, you know. And I think Prowling Gambino on Twitter has like a bunch of them too, where I'm jealous. Gimme. At 9:37, I said yes. Strange New World is one of the most memorable episodes from this series. The show in general, because it was my first intro to Batman. This video of yours is the first. I'm subscribing for more. Awesome video. Keep the great work. I paused the video at 9:41 to write that first segment of the comment. Immediately smiled. Yeah, thanks, man. It's Mancy. It's the same as again for YouTube. So yeah, it's that episode was the thing for me. That like I love the show, and then that episode like left a mark, you know. And not a lot of things happen. Yep, go watch that video too.
That's a great video. That's like one of Mithy's best. Seriously, go watch it.
Thank you. It's I like to call it my my magnum opus. Not in the sense that it's like the best video I've made, but like it's the one I feel the biggest personal connection to. So if you want more personal connection related videos, go watch that video. But yeah, that's the thing is there's a lot, only a few things that I've watched where like there's that defining scene that changes everything, right? For the Batman, it's the Strange New World and the twist at the end of that. For Mission Impossible, it's the Halo jump scene. You know, that's the big thing for me. For La La Land, it's the entire ending of the film. For Jojo Rabbit, it's also the ending. There's I know it's all just sad. Everything is sad. For Ratatouille, it's probably Le Festin in that entire that montage sequence. There are those specific things that just ring like crazy in my head. And this, because I was young when I watched this show, this was one of those like defining moments for me. So I'm glad to see that a lot of other people feel the same. Yeah. Honestly, this video is itself as art. It perfectly describes the show in an era where animated shows dominated, and pointed out its strengths and weaknesses with great editing. This is an amazing feat. Thank you so much. Everyone's talking about the editing. This video wasn't that well edited, I'll be honest. I should have put more effort into the editing. I think it worked for like if I were to do it now, it would change a lot of the things in the way that I edit. One, I would probably use more HD footage. Remember that one guy in that Discord? Do you remember this? I don't know what happened to that, but that was hilarious when that happened. Because like I think I posted that video in like the Discord we were in, and then like the first thing this guy comes out with like a paragraph of like,
dude, that guy was just mean. He was just rude for no reason.
It was funny because like this is the video that made it on my channel, so it's like that's the video you criticized. But yeah, I was like,
that being said, I haven't seen that guy in like months, so he's criticizing you, but then just sort of left altogether. Yeah, so his words have no meaning.
Hey, it was funny. It was a fun experience. I don't know. He wouldn't be watching this, but if he is, yo, your video made your video made me want to go buy the DVDs. I saw the zombies episode of Skid and scared me half to death. So it took this video. For me to buy 5 used DVDs. Dude, yes, I am working for DC, but only the good part of DC. Yeah, dude, buy those DVDs. I still have my season 3 DVD at home, and I do want to get the season 4 DVDs at some point. I don't even have a DVD player. I just want them to like keep them. All I have is, if you see in the back, there's like a Batman Begins DVD that I still just keep around. Maybe it's covered by the bags and
you know what DVD I always keep next to me? I always keep that.
That's good. I wonder why you have a Man of Steel DVD next to you.
And also that, but yeah. Yeah, I wonder why. That's very
maybe that's relevant.
Maybe it's prophetic. Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, potentially.
Who knows?
Oh, here we go. I loved his claws. They look so cool. Awesome video as well. Bro, fuck the video. His claws were dope as shit. Fucking, this is the only Batman to have claws. Why didn't they ever incorporate that into anything else? Like, it's such a cool concept of Batman having claws. It like you have an animation style. I think the Justice League action show kind of gives them claws, but that's honestly more of like a Teen Titans Go comedy show than anything. So it's hard to do anything with that. But it's like, that was such a cool concept. I don't know why more things didn't take that and run with it. When I was the kid, I only had season 1 and 5 DVDs. Movie didn't get any toys because none of my family would get those. I missed this show. We watched it on TV when it came on. I would watch it with my dad. Reno Romano said he loved being Batman. He said it was one of his favorite roles to play. Dude, Reno Romano was like awesome. He was like, he wasn't a defining Batman voice for a lot of people, but he was to me, you know, because it was the perfect amount of like, yeah, I'm Batman. Where it's like, it's not, Kevin Conroy has a very distinct voice. That voice for Batman is a very distinct voice. Whereas Reno Romano was not trying to be Kevin Conroy. He was still his own man in the way that he played the role. And I as someone who going into that role right after Kevin Conroy, there's a lot of pressure. And
same with the guy, I don't know his name, the guy who voiced Joker. He was absolutely phenomenal.
Exactly, Kevin Michael Richardson. And it's like going after Mark Hamill. What do? Do you do a version of that? No, he made it his own, completely his own, and that's extremely impressive.
And it was really good.
That takes courage to take something and then take on the pressure of that, but then make something new out of it.
Because it's such a safeguarded role.
Exactly. Yeah. If I have to be honest, this is my favorite show. It was my childhood. I agree. I think this is my favorite show, and then it's Spectacular Spider-Man. The two go back and forth, and then funny enough, my third favorite animated show of all time is Invincible. Yeah, I know that's kind of soon to say, but I think it is. It's Invincible, Young Justice, but I think the more I think about Young Justice these days, I think about Invincible. So,
you're going to be angry with me. I'm only halfway through Invincible,
dude,
still.
You better finish it soon. Dude,
soon. That's the thing. When I get time, I just forget.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Just do it. Do it before I make a video on Invincible. At some point this year, I'll make a video on Invincible. Do it before then.
That was like when you made the video on Jojo Rabbit, and then I didn't watch it for like another year because I hadn't seen the movie. And then I watched the movie, and I went and saw your video. I'm like, wow, this is a great video.
Oh, thanks. It was a good that video got like 500 views, and I don't know why, but it did
because it was
kind of cool. I guess. Charles is in here. Dear Diana Day. Good day. I'll rewatch it.
Hey, yeah, it's good to see a familiar face.
I'm on episode 6 of Invincible. That show is perfect so far. I agree. Episode 6 is low-key a little bit of a weaker episode, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's like it's episode 7, and then episode 8 is like insane. I told this to Christian, and I'll tell this here. There are not a lot of things when I'm watching something myself, I never react audibly, right? I just go, right? During Invincible's finale, episode 8, there are 3 different times where I audibly went, fuck. And each time it was a louder fuck.
And it was actually just because you dropped your popcorn or something. It wasn't
exactly. It's also because I was fuck. So, yeah. That's
okay.
Yeah. Young Justice, really why? Maybe you'll see in a future video that I'm currently scripting, perhaps. That's a tease. No, I will say, because the video doesn't really talk about season 1 and season 2. just because of the way this show is balanced. I love the way the plot works in that show, and that's something that like I never understood growing up, but then I enjoyed. And Young Justice has a lot of having its cake and eating it too, but it does it effectively, and I enjoy that a lot. Dare the Entertained gives me a heart. All I have to say is the memes make it worth it. This is true. Young Justice is also very goated. Thank you, YouTube recommendations, for introducing me to this channel. Yeah, and thank you, YouTube recommendations, for not pushing my Infinity War video enough, you motherfuckers. Go watch my Infinity War video. I'm sad about this. I don't know why I'm sad about this, but I am. That video, I expected that video to like get like 1,000 views, and it didn't.
It should have. It was a good video.
Thank you. I eventually I hope it does, because I'm proud of that video. This is one of the best Batman shows ever, right next to Batman Beyond. I agree. Having seen both when they first aired, I can say with complete honesty, the Batman is on par with Batman the Animated Series. This is a good comment. They both have strengths and weaknesses, and they're wonderful for it. Sometimes the zeal for BTAs puts praise on it that the show legitimately cannot live up to. This is true. The big thing with the Batman Animated Series is the fact that like it's just weird, because it happened and it was this seismic level event that like, oh, everything else is worse now. Everything else automatically is not as good. And it's like, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why. I don't think anything needs to live up to Batman the Animated Series to be still set at that kind of standard. We can enjoy both shows for how great they truly are. This goes double time for Batman the Brave and the Bold. Thank you for this heartfelt video. You are not alone with this. Thank you. I thank you for that comment. Yeah, we need more Batman the Animated shows. We've been dry for a new Batman animated show, and I want a new Batman animated show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love this show as much as you do, Film Caffeine. P.S. I have a crush on Batgirl too. Let's go. She is. If the show aged up with the people who watch the show, she is older than 18 now. I'm not going to comment further.
Shut. Just no talking. No, shut up. No, okay, no words. Fine, all right.
Fine. Okay.
If I had to read that out of your script, you don't get it. You don't get a word of that. I don't. You shut up. All right, keep that cringe to yourself.
Who else is horny on Twitter? I'm
also, I wanted to say to anyone watching right now, the reason why I'm not talking too much is a Mythia. You've probably guessed it. I'm doing another Arkham Knight speedrun. So
yeah, you motherfucker.
I wanted to put it out there that I will stream it for charity if I get enough viewers, but only for charity. I don't want to make money out of it.
If I do a premiere for Coda, like before the premiere for Coda, I'll raise money. I don't have enough clout to raise money. I'll get we'll do a Nightcast thing later, and then we'll raise money.
Oh yeah, I could definitely do it through there, couldn't I?
I was thinking like if we ever get to like 10 episodes, 10th episode, we could do something for charity, because as a total, I think Nightcast we have enough clout. I feel like the Young Justice show has gotten weaker with each season, but that first one was gold. This is very relevant to the script that I'm working on. The show has gotten weaker with every season, and I want to talk about that. Man, you need to play the field if you want to win. Talk about Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I would, but I don't have much to say about that show. I enjoyed it. I maybe there's a few points I can make, but there's nothing like crazy that I want to say about that show. Beware the Batman wasn't bad, but we need more. I wish I finished Beware the Batman. I started watching like the first 3 or 4 episodes, and I just never finished it. But I do want to get to the point, at least with like Deathstroke stuff, because it looked cool. I have to agree. I really want a new Batman cartoon to go mad for. Agreed. This is the thing: is we had Batman the Animated Series come out, and then that went off the air. Then we had Batman Beyond, and that went off the air. And then we had at the same time we had the New Adventures show, which was really good, but that went off the air. And then they were like, okay, fine, reboot. And then they made the Batman show, and that went off the air. And then Batman Brave and the Bold, and then that went off the air. And then like they had like the Batman Unlimited or whatever that was called, with the weird cartoon designs. They did like a few animated things for that, but then even that just went away. And then now there is no, other than like Justice League Action, which is like a Justice League show, there is no new Batman animated show. And I think a lot of that is a testament to the fact that network television is no longer a thing that people just watch. It's like a relic of the past. And
There's
I
not
wish
really a market for it. Yeah.
Exactly. So then what form does it take? Does it go on streaming? Do people really stream cartoons like that? Which is why I think maybe instead of getting a new Batman cartoon, I think we just need more Batman animated movies. Because those are easy things.
Actually, speaking of which, did you see that the trailer for Long Halloween Part 2 released this morning? I haven't seen the trailer yet, though.
It looked really cool. We should watch that later. It looks really cool. And I think, I mean, that is like a more R-rated take on these cartoons. But I think you can, with Batman, you can have your cake and eat it too, where there's so many Batman that like you can have a new cartoonish version of Batman and then tell better stories. I want them to, like, honestly, this is a weird take, but I want them to do Dick Grayson Batman as a kid's cartoon.
Oh, absolutely, dude! If they did the whole Gates of Gotham storyline, like I have that comic and I love it, and it's like Dick Grayson's Batman, and there's like enemies from the past, and I love it. It's so creative.
And I think
if they made that into a show or a movie, it'd be great.
And I think the thing is, you need to make it not like a kitty kids thing, but like Batman 2004 kids, where it's like you can still market it to adults. You can still market it to kids. The thing with Young Justice is adults can watch that show and enjoy it. And I feel like if you do something like that with Batman, I think you hit the nail on what works with that character.
And honestly, what's stopping DC from giving the rights of like a Batman show to like Prime, and then they make like an Invincible-esque show, but just with the Batman, where it's like short hour-long episodes, maybe 8 episodes, and it just tells a short, contained story with a lot of heart.
Yeah, and that's the thing is I don't know why, but they just refuse to. And I there might be a studio reason for it where they just don't want to devote the resources to it, but that doesn't make sense. But then maybe it's just that their budget has gone so down for animation that they're only making these like to streaming, you know, like Batman the Long Halloween kind of movies.
Because they're going to try and earn back any money that they spend on it. Yeah,
exactly. I prefer season 2. I think you're talking about Young Justice. Sometimes I do as well. I like the plot a little better in season 2 of Young Justice, but I think season 1 is still like, it's like me with the Flash, where I love season 1 and season 2 almost equally, but then sometimes I love season 1 of the Flash more than season 2. And I feel the same with Young Justice, where it's like sometimes it's back and forth. But usually I think I love season 1 more. Morrison's Batman and Robin, that could work as a, I'm trying to see, would that work as like a kid's show? And maybe I am like tired.
All-Star Batman as a kid's show.
Yes. I want that. Give me that, DC. Give me an animated adaptation of All-Star Batman and Robin. It, no balls. You don't have, if you don't do it, you don't have balls. If you don't do it, you don't have balls. Do you want balls, DC? Then do it.
Troy is threatening him at this point.
Hey, Troy is going to be so pissed at me, but this is how I make up for it. Watch. This is how I make up for it. Are you ready? Troy, you're going to stop being pissed at me. This is going to give me the right to make as many All-Star Batman
He's gone.
jokes as I want.
Me. How's it going, everyone? It's my stream now. Oh, whoops. I mean, if he's back.
You're welcome, Troy. I did this for you. I did this only for you.
Hey, okay, Hassan's just joined. I just saw it in the live chat.
Yep, he just joined. What a bitch. Hello, Hassan. We're live streaming. But yeah, this is for you, Troy. Now I have the right to make all the All-Star Batman and Robin jokes I want. Fuck you.
I'm the gosh darn Batman. That's the word he uses.
There we go.
And also other words, but yeah. That's what he says. That's the headcanon.
What are you, dense? Are you racist? I'm the gosh darn Batman.
Imagine if he said that. It'd be so much more wholesome. It's like,
exactly.
What are you, racist? And then he's like, no, I'm not. He's like, good. Become Robin. What can I say?
Exactly. What are you, racist?
I don't employ racist, you know. But instead, he had to say something else, didn't
he? Yep. And we don't say that here.
No one says that. No one should say that.
Exactly. People who don't want Batman shows always say that there are other characters in the DC universe, but if you ask me, the Bat family and civilians are a universe of their own. I agree. And the thing is, making a Batman show is less about the audience of DC stuff, but you can do more with a Batman show than just the surface level stuff. You can do a Batman Brave and the Bold style show, and Batman Brave and the Bold had Batman in it, but like there was focus on a bunch of other characters as well. You can have your cake and eat it too with Batman shows, because there's creativity to be more expansive with it, you know? And I think the Batman almost got there. The 2004 show almost got there because, you know, we had season 5 with the Justice League, but it never got the chance to expand farther than that, right? But the comics do. The comics do expand a little farther than that. So it's
I hate to tell you, but you just got ratioed with TASM. It's unfortunate. You have to give up a YouTube career. Yeah, sorry, man.
So anyway,
welcome to my live stream, everyone.
Fuck you, Hassan. Good for your coffee. I'm the gosh darn Batman. Fuck you, Hassan, again. Australia rules these lands now. You guys wish.
Yes.
You guys are just the shadow of New Zealand, let's be honest.
Excuse you? All right. Okay. All right. Let's see how it is.
I just pissed him off.
You're just the shadow of New Zealand. Bro, I'm going to come to Florida or wherever you live, and I'm going to slap you with a jar of Vegemite just to show you how Australian we are.
Dude, I don't even live in Florida. Come to Florida. I get bitten by the alligators.
But where do you live?
I live in the middle of nowhere. I live in Iowa, like the middle of the fucking country. It's so hard to get here. No one knows where this place is.
You live in Yeehaw.
I live in Yeehaw, yeah, basically. Which is funny because I'm shooting an action short film, and like I try to make it look cool, but then it's like also it's the Midwest, so it doesn't look amazing. So it's hard. But you know, we have buildings. Or a Detective Comics approach with the Bat Fam is focused on that variety. Yes, like a non-narrative show, like an anthology series with the Batman. That's what I want. I don't even need it to be fully narrative. An anthology series would work perfect for kids because that's what shows are. A lot of these shows were like kind of anthology series.
Yeah, but didn't they do that with Gotham? And it was like I don't really like Gotham. People like it, but it got canceled. But the thing essentially, it was the same thing.
But the thing with Gotham was it was still narrative at the end of the day. Like it wasn't like
barely, but yeah. I'm sorry, but there was barely a story there. But yeah,
the thing is, just episode to episode has to be its like own thing, almost, you know. And I feel like that allows for even creative liberties because you can get a new person in for each episode and see how that goes. I live in Canada. I'm free from war. England is better than all countries. Yes, England is my city.
Dude, we just started a race war in the comment section between Hassan, Charles, and myself. And
this is all because of Hassan and Baja Blast.
This live stream is brought to you by Baja Blast.
This live stream is brought
and the country wrecker, apparently.
This live stream is brought to you by racial tensions amongst different countries.
This live stream is brought to you by racism.
Wait, what the fuck? CJ is here? Or is it better still be live in 40 minutes so I can get in the call?
So better still be live in 40 minutes so I can get in the call. Bro, I'm sorry, there's only room for one Australian here, and the superior one's here. Sorry.
CJ, I'll send the link in
put it in Nightcast.
Yeah, I'll put it in a Nightcast, so if anyone else wants to join, why not? I'll put it in our general chat. If you want to join, feel free.
Like how the entire squad has come here just so that they can hear us just like throwing shit at each other.
Exactly. All right, back to the comments. Because I want to stay on topic for a bit. We have a lot of comments. A lot of these are smaller comments, so it's easy to go through. But I love this show as much as you do. Yes, we got the all really good. I was born in 2001. I don't understand this comment, but cool. I'm so happy this is finally getting some love. Also, I've never been liking these comments. I'll do that later. I'm so happy this finally gets some love. No one ever talks about the Batman. Agreed. And then finally it's coming for a little bit of a resurgence. Love this Batman here. Yes, let's go. What are they talking about? What are these bitches talking about?
He's like, your name is literally Christian, and you're gonna call yourself superior. Okay, kid. Yeah, because I named myself that. Yeah. Great. Freaking.
Yep.
Your name is literally CJ.
Yeah.
You've got 2 letters.
You're literally,
and none of them are even vowels.
Your YouTube name is literally that one doesn't count. You literally don't count.
The one that doesn't count, bro. Like.
Exactly. My mom would pick me up from school and take me home just in time for the show to start. I love it so much, and I almost never miss an episode. You lucky son of a bitch! You almost never miss an episode. You loser. You watched the show as a kid? Oh my god, you're so cringe.
Da Vinci.
Stop. On Baja Blast, you motherfucker. I love this show. The first 2 seasons are my favorite. I see this as a standard for a lot of people. A lot of people think the show went off after season 3. I don't agree. The seasons 1 and 2 were more like narratively cohesive, but that's not why I watched the show. You know, I watched the show for a lot of other stuff than just the narrative cohesion. So I think season 3 is kind of my favorite season. But I mean, of course, a lot of that is nostalgia, but I think I like the anthology aspect of it, and I want more of that. The show is actually good. The only nostalgia I have for the show is its art style, some character designs, and the season 3 and 5 theme. I wasn't into DC much stuff at the time, so I ignored it. But within the past couple of weeks, I watched every episode and the movie for the first time, and I enjoyed it. The show is the best Bruce Wayne, Batman, Alfred, Riddler, and Batgirl. I love Robin in the show, but since other Dick Graysons are more seasoned, this one feels fresh and ranks lower than them. But that's what makes him interesting in my book. I think that's the thing with Robin in this show is I think Robin is cool, but he doesn't have a lot to do. But the episode where he debuts, like the first episodes of season 4, are like some of the best in the show because it established that character and establishes those moments in a way that, yes, some of it is kind of similar to, you know, the show, but that's part of it, you know. What are you guys who's a part of Nightcast? I think we're allowed to say this. It's like 8 people.
We haven't even like officially done anything for it yet. We've recorded like 6 different sessions, but then we just sort of scrap them every time.
I have one, but it's hard to edit, so I'm just gonna do it live. I think
just Christian lead it. Fuck no, I'm not that organized.
I was like, none of us really lead it. Although I keep trying to lead it and nothing ever happens. So.
Dude, you're the most qualified here. You're the only one who's like invested enough to be like, yep, let's do this. And the rest of us are like,
I keep saying let's do this, and then we always like never end up doing anything. But we'll do something by the end of. I'm giving us by the end of this month. You know, by the end of this month we'll have something announced. But yeah. But yeah, the Riddler is also pretty cool in the show. I like the design. I used to not like the design, and it used to be like my least favorite part of the show. But I've grown to it.
Also, not to mention, I liked the intro for I think it was season 3 or season 4 so much that I recreated it with Telltale. I loved it.
Yes, if you're gonna watch his Telltale video for anything, at least watch it for that because that part is really cool.
It's at the very end, so if you don't want to watch the entire review, just skip to the last minute, and it's just the intro to the Batman, but in Telltale form.
It's really cool. Few other videos about this show tend to focus on season 1 and season 2 since they're more serious, but never that much later 2 seasons than the ones I choose to ignore. But I'm so happy to see someone talking about season 3 and season 4 with so much love and joy. And gosh darn it, thank you. I am favoriting this comment right now because thank you, random citizen, because holy fuck, everyone talks about season 1 and season 2. No one talks about the other one. Why don't they fucking talk about season 1 and season 2?
It's like count.
Exactly. Yeah. You start the first number in the alphabet is 3, right? It goes 3, 4, 1, 2, 5. That's how school goes.
Shut up.
Baja Blast is fucking with my head.
Yeah, that's what's wrong here. Yeah.
No, it's probably just been that I've been shooting coda for so long in such a random order that acts 3 do come before acts 1 and 2. The way that I film. The first thing we shot for coda. No, the first thing we shot was the opening. But then after that we shot like literally the next day we shot a scene from Act 3. There are 5 acts in coda, discluding the opening. So
Zack Snyder's coda.
They're just like Zack Snyder's Justice League. There are 6 acts in coda, and we filmed them in the stupidest order possible. But you know, that's just filmmaking. You need to talk about seconds. It's so criminally underrated. It is, and I thought about doing a video on just seconds, but I couldn't justify it because I didn't have that much to talk about. But you know.
Okay, so Charles, what is it? Is it something blast? The drink he's drinking. It's from Taco Bell.
It's from
Taco Bell. But there's there is 4 Taco Bells in our entire state. But I found out earlier, we have Taco Bell, four pop-up stores. And we also have Taco Bill. I don't know where that came from, but that's also a thing here. It's a ripoff, exclusively in Melbourne.
Taco Bill sounds very weird. It sounds really, really weird.
I really hope it's just a typo on Google. I really hope Taco Bill isn't an actual thing.
I'm putting this on the stream, and I'm going to keep this on the stream just so the CJ gets canceled. I want to see CJ get canceled. So I'm just going to keep this on the stream.
Taco Bill is goated.
I remember
Zack Snyder's Minster's League. Bro, what?
Here we go. Snyder fans, get your man. Get your man.
Is this your god?
What's wrong with you? Oh my god. You guys are evil. The plot twist in Strange New Worlds.
Taco Bill is real. Nah, I don't want to think about that.
Yeah.
It's not real to me.
Yeah, no. Oh god. That plot twist in Strange New World is one of the best twists I've seen. I agree. It is something that when I was watching as a kid, I never saw it coming. And you rewatch the episode and you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of cool. It's clever. I think did Wiseman write that episode? Maybe he did. I'm not 100% sure. All right, here's his redemption. This and Spectacular Spider-Man were my childhood. Yes, they both came out at the same time, and they both were amazing. And that's just, I feel so lucky to have grown up during that time. This channel has some fantastic content. I can't believe the level of quality here. I love this show, and I know you'll get big. Thank you, man. Here's the thing, too, is not a lot of people are, I feel like, I don't know how many people realize that you were a separate voice actor, you know? Or like, how do you think there are still people who commented on this video that thought that you were Film Caffeine? I feel like that's probably the case for a lot of this stuff.
I bet like you did make it kind of clear. You're like,
I did do that at the
by
opening.
A production journal or something. So it like I feel like it was clear enough. Plus, I don't care anyway. That's the thing. They'll be like, oh, ew, he's Australian, and then I'll watch your other videos and be like, oh yeah, he is actually American. He does know what he's talking about.
Yeah. So I hope it wasn't a turnoff for the other videos where it's like they open one of the other videos and they see me and they're like, who's this American asshat? So that's a good TV show idea. American asshats. It's just a bunch of people traveling.
Maybe they turned on, heard that I was Australian. They're like, okay, there's this guy, and they turn it on your other videos and it's you, and they're like, oh, Da Vinci.
Yep, that's their reaction. Exactly.
That's what they said.
Back before Da Vinci was even a meme, they said Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Mr. Everwine wants me to turn on dark theme. Do I turn on dark theme?
No, sorry. Hassan's trying to cancel CJ for saying he likes Justice League. God, I love Nightcast. We're just a bunch of idiots. I love it.
Exactly. It's amazing.
We're all this. Like, it's literally like how many of it? There's like 8 of us. We're all just the same person.
I don't know why I put this on. You know what? Since you put this on, I'm gonna put this on. There you go. The Batman is a complex. I don't know why. I'm just gonna put that on. When I was young, I watched this show on TV. For my birthday, I got a DVD with 4 episodes and watched them over and over. I remember 3 of them: the Man Bed episode, Catwoman's first episode, and Mr. Freeze's first episode. I also watched the hell out of Batman v Dracula. That is a good story. 4 episodes is kind of rough, though. I wish we had more. I'm not gonna show the CJ's message on the thing.
That was a great message.
It was a great message. I love that it's Hassan's message and then it's that message. That Madsy is just really wholesome and he's like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Yeah, it's like, what have I walked into?
Exactly. This is my only favorite Batman series, and my favorite is season 3, episode 10. Starring my favorite character, Prank. I remember this episode. That was a great episode. Watch the sidekick, I think it was called, or like the accomplice or something. That was a great episode. And not a lot of people talk about that episode. And that had like an actual effect on me of like, because that episode is subtly about the Joker's predatory behavior and like the way he kind of lures kids in to his act because he's a clown, right? And it's like that there's good commentary in that episode that not a lot of people touched on, and it was about like culturing and stuff like that, and I really like that episode. It needs more attention. This show was so good. As a kid, the opening theme gave me chills. Yes, the opening theme for the show is amazing, both of them, but I like the season 1 season 2 one more, but they're both amazing. Nice to see I'm not the only guy whose favorite Batman is a cartoon version. Thanks for making this video. Thank you for commenting. I love the design of all the characters, especially Joker, Mr. Freeze, and Riddler. There were some, if not my favorite looks for the characters. That's the thing. Not a lot of people talk about this Mr. Freeze design being amazing. It is my favorite design for Mr. Freeze. What the fuck is going on? What is this? This is whose fault is this? Who do I blame?
So that's the thing. Hassan joined, everything was wholesome, and CJ joined, and everything just turned to shit.
This is what happens. CJ,
this is why we can't have nice things.
CJ, you should keep tweeting. Oh wait, you got sussed.
By the way, Charles, this is why we don't upload. This is why we haven't uploaded anything to Nightcast, because every time we record, it's like a good discussion, and then it just devolves into just shit talking each other.
Yeah, it just devolves into this. Oh boy. All right, Madsy, back at it with some actual logical comment. That future Mr. Freeze episode used to make me mad as a kid because historians got it wrong. True. That episode is cool though. It's a great episode. It's not my favorite episode from the show, but it's like that Seconds and Strange New World all happen in like the same like 3 episode span, and that's just crazy. With Clancy Brown makes this Mr. Freeze literally the best. True, very true. Clancy Brown is a great voice actor. He needs to be in more stuff. Mithy's so cool, man. Thank you so much, man. What the fuck is wrong with Hassan? Call in so we can crucify you. Favorite show from my childhood. Does everyone know where I can find all 5 seasons? I think it's on HBO Max now, if I'm not mistaken. I think. I'm not 100% sure. My only real problem with the Batman 2004 is that Scarecrow isn't in it. What did fucking stole my keyboard? What is this?
No. Just CJ, he's like, if I was his son, I'd live near a Chinese restaurant. It's like, yes, that's exactly the case.
Were you there for that? Were you there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I wasn't there, but I saw the aftermath, and you caught me up on it.
It was terrible. It was a terrible experience. Is the Scarecrow wasn't in it? He's a better mirror to Bruce than the Joker. They both use fear, but Scarecrow lost his mind to it. So much on church ground. I feel like they could have added Scarecrow. I don't think he would have been needed to be a replacement for the Joker, because I don't think any of the villains in that show really have a like the Joker isn't Batman's main villain in that show. You know, he's just one of the villains, and like I don't think he's like I don't think Joker is the main villain to Batman, and like Scarecrow could have been that main villain, but that show never needed a main villain. I think it just had people like in the priority spot. Coda not having HBO Max in your country, true. That got me to watch the Batman. Yep. Indian adaptation of Coda, no. We don't like Indians here. Technically, I'm in Coda. Spoilers. I am in coda. So
when's the Australian coda knockoff coming out?
It's up to you. You're making it.
Everyone's gonna fight with boomerangs. Like there'll be no guns. It's just gonna be full Australian. You're gonna have sticks. They're gonna make campfires and just throw people into them and stuff. But
CJ,
all of like the stuff that really makes Australia iconic. Like it'll just be a big barren wasteland.
This is true. Strange New World could have easily worked as a Scarecrow episode. It could have. So I love the dude, the fucking not Doctor Strange. What's his name? Hugo Strange.
Yeah. Hugo Strange, yeah.
Yeah. So he is Doctor Strange, I guess.
Yeah.
I like his character, but he's weird in the show. And like if it was, I think originally the plan was maybe for that to be the fear toxin, for that to be Scarecrow, but then they just never did that. Yeah, Hugo Strange. Batman and Batman Brave and the Bold are my favorites. Good picks for the favorites. 2000 Heroes animated shows have nothing to envy the 90s ones. Batman Spectacular Spider-Man, Wolverine, the X-Men. I need to watch Wolverine, the X-Men. A lot of people have been talking about this. The animation style looks cool. Did you watch this? You just watched the original show, right?
Wolverine and the X-Men. I watched a few episodes out of context. My brother has the whole thing on DVD, so I watched a few things when I was younger, but I never really watched all of it. It looks cool.
Yeah.
And that's where that meme came from, where he's holding the photo.
Warner Brothers embargo meant no Scarecrow. Yes, that's why they couldn't. There was an exception for the Joker, but then that's why they couldn't do. That's why they couldn't do Scarecrow. That's why they couldn't do Two-Face, and that's why they couldn't do the League of Shadows. Is because there was an embargo for that. Which that kind of sucks. But I saw the cut design as well. It looks weird. I saw it, and I don't know if I love that design. I feel like they would have changed it for what they actually did. Have I seen Transformers Prime? I watched clips and snips of it on like the Hasbro TV network. I never got to enjoy the show in full. It looked enjoyable though. I like the concept of the show. I watched that alongside Batman Beyond a bit. Every show y'all mentioned is trash. No, you're trash plus ratio with Tasm. Fuck you, Hassan. I got it on DVD and started it recently. Really good. Which one? The Batman 2004? Because yes, it's awesome.
Sorry.
The hub. That's what it was called.
Yeah, the hub.
Yeah. Have you got the CDs? I don't have the CDs with me, but I wish I did. It's at home. I really love the Batman series. Yep, me too. Wolverine, the X-Men. Yeah, good show. 307 subs. Well, you deserve more. Guess what? Technically, I have more. Now, I could use more. Make sure to click that subscribe button. I'm gonna be shameless for a second. This guy said, "Mate, how do you only have 300 subs?" Just on a tangent to be racist for a second. The way he said "mate" makes me think was he talking to you as an Australian?
Probably. I don't take offense that everyone says mate here.
Yeah, true. That's true. It's my favorite show. Mine too. Holy shit! I suppressed A Strange New World when I was a kid. Now I remember watching Robin turn to a zombie and being terrified. This is true. It was scary because you saw the characters you actually liked become terrifying. And that was the worst part. Oh god, fuck you, Hassan. Oh my god.
Wait. You got this. Dude, so he typed that in and I was like, CD's nuts? And like I was thinking to myself and I'm like, nah, surely not. And then you went along with it and I'm like, okay, maybe I'm wrong. I was right. And yes, CJ, you're right. The Lego Batman movie is the greatest Batman movie. That is not up for debate. Movie. No, it's not good. It's the greatest.
Why did this happen to me? Why did this happen to me?
It's the best conceivable thing to happen.
Troy, I'm drinking this Baja Blast. It's not helping. Why is this happening to me? All right.
Wait, is Troy here?
No, but I'm gonna force him to watch this whole broadcast. I'm kidding. I'm not. This is intense.
Me when I'm camping. Get it?
Because no, I don't. I'm just gonna be honest. I don't. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
Me when I'm camping. This is intense.
Yeah, because you camp in tents. I was wondering what would break first.
I want to die.
Thank you, Charles. You got one person who's
Shut the fuck up,
that.
Charles. Shut the fuck up, Charles. I'm banning you. I'm banning you. I'm banning all of you. This is terrible. This is horrible. It's 2 a.m. and I feel so sick. Oh my fucking god. Oh god. It's 2 a.m. I just came back from Christian's shitty as shit joke, and I feel like I need more Baja Blast, but with alcohol.
So this is what you don't get in my videos. You watch my videos, and I'm always serious. I get on a live stream and just shit talk everyone.
This is just payback for me making you horny over a disc. That's why.
Over a CD.
Over a CD. Fuck you. Oh god. I love this show.
Yeah, did I tell you that my sister watched that video and she's like,
yeah,
what the fuck? And I'm like, it wasn't like I didn't choose it, alright? It chose me.
Yeah, more like I chose you. I love this show, and no one can call it nostalgia for me because I was born in 2006 and only heard of it in 2011. I went on YouTube and someone posted a full episode and I fell in love. You gained a new subscriber. Good job. Thanks, man. Yeah. Dude, I miss when there were just full episodes on YouTube.
Thank you, Hassan. Thank you.
Of course you did, you motherfucker.
Send it to me when you do it, because I'll post it.
Of course. This is horrible. Like, this is great, but this is
a momentous dub. I'm sorry. This is great.
I guess I'm the clown after all.
I'm the Joker, baby.
Yeah. I really appreciate the work you do for this channel. I hope to see you grow on this platform. Be proud of your work. Thank you. I'm no longer proud of my work. This live stream sucks ass. They better bring this shit back on DC Universe and Teen Titans too. Yeah, is this show connected with Teen Titans? I know people say it's not, but I want to believe it is because the Robin designs look similar, and there's no reason for it not to be.
Why not? There's a Harmony one to just want to believe that.
Yeah, because why not? Man, it's so tough to find videos on this show and even tougher to find positive ones. Thank you for this video. Show deserves loves. Thank you. Go watch Brown Table's video if you haven't as well. It's awesome. This show is awesome. Always glad to see it gets love. Thank you. Why do you sound like Mr. Sunday Movies? This is for you. Why do you sound like Mr.
Oh,
Sunday
wait,
Movies?
me?
Yeah.
Oh, God. I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
I see it. I kind of see it. Your voice isn't as high-pitched, but I can see it.
Yeah, I remember when I first met you, you told me that I sounded like
you sound exactly like Bailey. And I still,
but I don't think so at all.
You know, the more I've listened to your voice, the more I don't think you sound like Bailey. But like first time when you like called me, I was like, you sound too much like Bailey, and it wasn't even the accent; it was just the intonation of your voice. The Batman shows for me is like the Batman's version of Spectacular Spider-Man. I 100% agree. There is a video from when I was 2 trying to read a children's book from this show. I can confidently say I learned all the Batman characters before my ABCDs. That's cool. This show introduced me to superheroes and will always be my favorite cartoons. Plus, both teams are fire. I agree. This show literally came out a year after I was born, but damn, did I grow up watching the show by my dad's side constantly as a small child. I remember grabbing our DVDs and just going on a wild goose chase trying to find the quote Batgirl and Poison Ivy episodes because I couldn't read the back. I fucking love this show as a little kid. Can't wait to drag my friends down a rabbit hole when I rewatch it. Yes, the Batgirl episodes are like the strongest episodes. I think.
Oh yeah, we get it. All right, we get it.
Okay, yeah, but aside from that, they're good episodes. Okay, they're like actually good episodes. They're also probably the episode.
See what CJ wrote in the chat.
How is that funny? That's not even funny. CJ, Christian,
Oh,
go on a
Christian,
20
go on a 20-minute tangent about how good the new Lego Daily Bugle is, so you can stall and I can get in. I
Dude,
mean, like,
I can go
I
on a
could.
20-minute. I can go on a 20-minute tangent about how good the new Lego Daily Bugle thing is. I want to fucking buy that thing so bad. I feel like the Batman had the best Batmobile of all cartoon and movies. That's true. I think. Do you remember the Batmobile design from that? It looks nice and sleek.
Yeah, because they sold a Lego set based off of that car, and I've got the Lego set.
Dude,
it's a cool. I love it. It's awesome.
I want a Lego set of that. I had the Hot Wheels thing, and I have it at my grandparents' house in India, I think, somewhere. I wish I kept it with me. 101st comment. Congratulations. I love you. I'm subscribing because you like the Batman. Thank you. Now unsubscribe because this broadcast is bullshit.
How funny would it be if there was a comment that's like, "I'm subscribing because I like your voice," and I'd be like, "Oh." Because subscribing to the wrong Australian.
Yeah. I'm Austro. I'm Austro. I can't do it. Never mind. I'm not gonna even try. I'm gonna just shut up. Everyone had a crush on this version of Batman. Maybe he meant Batgirl.
Who knows?
Perhaps. Great work for a great show. Thank you. Great voice acting for a great video. Why am I calling my own video great? That's too self-indulgent. It's okay. I had a crush on Batgirl too. Thank you. See, I'm not alone, Christian. I'm not alone. She was cool.
You are not
when you're a kid.
Alone.
12-year-old me searching the Batman JTV 1/2 with 480 quality on YouTube. No, you search it on Dailymotion. That's where you search up.
I remember you telling me that. You're like, "That's where I got the footage from," and I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, I should have got it from a better place, but what can you do about it? Also, your video is rotated, by the way, Christian. It's like you're looking. It's like vertical video. Wait, is he frozen? Let me add him back. Oh no. Oh no, Christian is gone. What happened to him? Is he okay? Let me DM him to see if he's all right. F, we lost a good man. Get CJ in and said, CJ, join the broadcast. I posted it in Nightcast. Just join. Bro. The link should work though still. So if you just join back in, it should be fine. While we're doing that, I want to say this comment for when one of them joins, because this is a great comment. I've read this comment before. This is an awesome comment. Bro, where could I watch this? I mean, HD quality. Yeah, HBO Max. I think that's the best bet. Such high quality for such low views. You deserve more. Thanks, man. This and Star Wars Clone Wars was all I watched growing up. Yeah, that's the thing, is I wanted to watch Clone Wars a lot, but I never did. Hey, you've done truly amazing work. I've been searching for love to the show, and I really nobody shared it. I'm pretty sure there's much more you should share. Thanks. Yeah, I want to revisit the show at some point too, and make more content about it, but I never have, because I just never had the chance to for a lot of this stuff. This show is really great. I watched it as a kid and started watching it again. I'm really surprised by how it held up. This video is also near perfectly. Oh, we're good. Okay. This video also near perfectly describes the show. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When I structured this video, I thought of tackling a lot of the show, and then I just wanted to focus on like a few like key things, you know. And so I focused on the I focused on this specific episodes that run with me, you know, and like those aren't my favorite episodes. There are other episodes I also enjoy more, but I just picked those 3 episodes because those were episodes that I could talk about like a specific point or about. The show was great, and you got it right. Thanks. I think a lot of the video I spend like, oh no, guys, I'm not wrong, and I'm really defensive about the show. When I don't think I needed to be that defensive about the show, but I did anyway because like I wanted to kind of take that stance because not a lot of people, in any way defended the show. I don't have any problems with nostalgia, but though usually anytime I see people going on about almost older series, is almost always for trashing new things in the franchise. I had no problem with anyone praising the Raimi movies, but we're only doing it for the purpose of insulting the newer films. That's when I have a problem. And yeah, that's the thing is I don't really ever want to insult the show. This show is just something that I felt like was underrated, and so it wasn't even a thing of like, oh, this old thing is better than this thing. It doesn't really matter which one was better. They've all kind of have their own thing to it, but then this one just got underappreciated for the longest time. It's the best show. It's too good. I agree. I disagree on the idea where it's only found its footing in the third season. The first seasons are still solid and have great episodes. It's looking like you only said this because you watched season 3 the most, and it's not legitimately a step up. The thing is, I maybe I should have talked about this more in the video, but I do think it is kind of a step up because season 1 and season 2 are good seasons, but it's also the show trying to just throw whatever works. They have a plot line with Clayface, and they have a plot line with Ellen Yin, and they have those like plot lines that go on, but they're kind of just still throwing stuff at the board to see what works, and that still works for the most part. And some people think those are the best seasons of the show, but I think with season 3, they were more comfortable with what they were doing as a show. They were more comfortable saying, yeah, let's just do a wacky episode because we can do a wacky episode. Let's just do this because we can do this, And I feel like season 2 didn't embrace it because season 2 was still episode to episode doing something in a relatively similar tone, whereas a lot of the other seasons got to go crazy with it or got to do something new. And that's what I meant when I said they found its own footing, not that like I just like season 3, but yeah. Ellen Yin was a great character. Ellen Yin was, I think, I wanted her to come back in some way, shape, or form in the later episodes, but they never did, which is fine. And a lot of this Ming-Na Wen was an amazing performance. Favorite episode, Batman Media. Yep, Strange New World is goated as shit. I like this show. I watched a few episodes. Yeah, that's the thing is I don't think you need to watch a lot of the show to appreciate it. You just need to watch a few key episodes. And you can understand why a lot of people love it. Glad someone's talking about this. Remember the show, movie freaked me out. Yeah, a lot of people that movie is good, and I enjoy the movie a lot. But then, like, I don't know. It's like there's a lot more from the show that I love as well that I never talk about the movie, even though the movie is awesome. Dark Side of the Force, a path that some consider to be a natural. Sure, I guess. Man, I remember the show when I was 5 to 6. I used to dress up as Batman and jump around the room mimicking every move. And honestly, I really wanted them to do more. That's the thing is I have ideas for like if they wanted to do more, they could do more, but that's not going to happen. Let's be realistic. That's not going to happen. Which is fine. On the thumbnail, it looks like Batman has lipstick on it. Well, joke's on you. I changed the thumbnail. I'm kidding. I like the old thumbnail, but I made it better, I think. Yeah. So then what else? The show's version of Joker is so underrated. Wild dreads, red eyes, yellow teeth. Yeah, that's the thing is it was a really interesting version of it. It's like they tried to make him just a force of nature, similar to like the Dark Knight, but then they didn't like give him like a story to bounce off of. They just used him as a crazy character, and I appreciated that. I grew up with season 2 and 5 DVD sets, and they were briefly on Netflix. Yeah, I wish I caught it on Netflix when it was on Netflix, but I never did. I think it was a little bit too late to that game. Favorite episode was Strange New World. So cool to see how Batman nearly infected all of Gotham with a disease, figured out everything just in time. Yeah, that's like it's one of my favorite episodes because it encompasses what is Batman, and it encompasses what works well about that. I watched season 5 and 3 hundreds of times. I'm going to rewatch the whole series. Great idea. The show doesn't get nearly enough love. Bless it for your praise. Strange Minds. Yes, I didn't talk about Strange Minds because Brown Table, I think, wanted to talk about Strange Minds. And I wasn't talking about season 1 and season 2 because I think that was a lot of the reason why I was like, I think I sent Brown Table the script, and it was like, I know people talk about season 1, season 2, so you can go tackle that. I'm just going to focus on this because I want to talk about this. And so if you want a good analysis of season 1, season 2, Brown Table's video is the perfect one. And then you can watch my video. Mine is not as good, but it's still good. 27, sure. I can't wait for all the Beware the Batman's fan styles to show up in 5 years. That's the thing, is I wish I'd watched that show more. I just didn't. But eventually I'll get to it, and if it's great, I'll make a video on it. The show needs so much more appreciation, needs to be known more. It's great. I love this show. Man, if you like season 3, I love season 1 or 2. I do love season 1 and 2. That new thumbnail is hot. Thank you. Is this guy on drugs? No. But I did take a Tylenol yesterday. Hey, I'm not the only one that thought the zombies episode was the coolest thing in the show. Yes, it was. It was awesome. Only 654 subs. Yes, only 654 subs. Also, I am going to go to the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Yes, I'm back. Yes, quick break. Sorry, this is what happens when you drink way too much Baja Blast. I'm gonna fly this one. She had me dying. I think that was, I wrote that in the script, but then he's not here because internet. But dude, Christian did an amazing job doing the voice acting for this, because when I did it, I was gonna do it in my basement, and I was gonna do it with not a lot of I'm gonna fly swat that bitch, and that's it. But he yelled, and he brought a lot to that, and I think without that, I don't feel like a lot of people would have commented, because it didn't. He brought a lot of that emotionality to it, that I don't think I ever could have. Batgirl at the end of the series was in college. She sure is. No comment. This Batman Beyond and Batman TAS are the best Batman animated series. In fact, the Batman was the last good Batman show. I think Batman Brave and the Bold was also good. I do enjoy this more than Batman Brave and the Bold. But then after that, everything did go kind of downhill. Yin and Bennett are two of my favorite Batman characters. Yes, I agree. They were great characters that I think deserved a place in the rest of the show as well, but they just never got as much. I know Bennett came back for the one Clayface thing, but that was a very part-timey thing. I did want Ian back. You need more subs? I do need more subs. Give me some subs. How dare you talk about Batman v Dracula? I think how dare you not talk about Batman v Dracula, what is meant. And yeah, I should have talked about Batman Dracula. I just didn't find the room for it. When I'm talking about the show and I'm talking about seasons 3 to 5, there's not a lot of, or especially season 3 and 4, there's not a lot of room there to add commentary about that. Also, CJ is here. Hello.
How's it going?
Thank you for being an Australian sub. Brave and the Bold is better than all the others. I just hate Asians. How do I hate Asians? I am Asian. Heck? I am Asian.
Who hates Asians? What the heck? What the frick?
I wish I incorporated the comics more. I feel that too, but then I feel like they didn't need to. I feel like there is enough thing that they didn't need to. How are you doing, CJ, by the way? This is CJ, everyone. He's famous for getting banned on Twitter, and he has more subs than I do. So yeah.
I'm cool like that. I'm pretty good, Missy. How are you today?
Good. How's the video you're working on going?
It's slowly, but it's going well. I think it's gonna be pretty epic.
CJ gave me a little sneak peek at this video that he's working on, and it's amazing. You guys are gonna love it.
Thanks, man.
It's 2021. I'm still watching this on Toonami. Is Toonami still a thing? I remember hearing about that, but hey, I don't hate Yin. Who said I hate Yin? I said I want her back in the show. And then she left the show.
Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I've never seen like even a single episode of this show, so I'm gonna have barely any input on the actual comments themselves.
Which is fine.
My video is it's about Deadpool.
Wow, leaked.
Whoa.
Leaked poggers, leaked Keck W, leaked Omega Low. I'm just being a
We can't say poggers anymore. That guy was racist, wasn't he?
Hey, this is YouTube, not Twitch.
That's so true. That's so true. Never mind.
Yeah. We can say whatever we want.
We can even say heck if we feel so inclined.
Dude, we could. We could say the R word too.
Well,
like RAR XD.
No, that's too far. That's too far.
I'm sorry. Get him off.
Can we ban Mithy from this?
Can we ban me from this live stream? Yeah.
But as I was talking about before, I had to leave to come home so I could get to my PC and join the call.
Yes.
That Daily Bugle set though, holy shit,
dude!
Oh
I don't want to
go.
There's not a lot of comments left, but I am going to go on a quick tangent. Look at this.
It looks like the best thing ever.
This. I'm going to buy this. I think I'm going to buy this. I was in denial and I was not.
I would buy it, but I'm too poor.
This is fine. Are you dense? Are you RXD? That's my favorite comment tonight. That is my favorite comment tonight. That's the best comment. You win. Congratulations. I'm keeping this up forever. That's
a good one. That's a good one.
I'm the goddamn uwu Batman. Oh boy. That was beautiful. Thank you, Matsy.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, no, I'm going to buy this. I think I have to. Like,
honestly, the Daredevil minifigure alone is worth $300 USD.
I don't agree, but sure. I think,
but you don't disagree.
I don't disagree. I think the pen that J. Jonah Jameson is worth that is worth 300 on its own because it's 2 pieces.
See, the problem is
look at that.
For you, it's $300. For me, it's a lot more than that.
That's true because Aussies.
It's like $500 probably.
Yeah, that's rough.
It really is.
This is the luckiest man alive. This guy right here. Look at his.
No, the luckiest people alive are the people like Ash and Flash and Jangbricks and all
that. Oh yeah, who get the free
for free like 3 weeks early.
That's true. This guy didn't probably even get to keep it. He was just there to pose with it.
Yeah, probably.
They were like ponytail dude being the thing.
Is it true that this is the first
thing? Is it true that this is the first official Daredevil minifig? I think I heard that from MGF Customs, right?
It is the first official, yeah.
Which is crazy to me. That is insane.
It's also the first Punisher. I think it's the first Blade. And obviously it's the first like Betty Brant, Ben Urich, Robbie Robertson, all them.
It's 500 AUD. Of course it is.
Yeah, I'm gonna cry. Christian, get back in the call, you little bitch.
He's too busy speed running.
Yeah, go speedrun Arkham Knight, the weakest of the 3 Rockstar Arkham games for the 6 billionth time.
Is that first official Punisher? I thought it wasn't the first official Punisher.
It
is. That's crazy.
Because it's an 18+ set, and we can't have someone who kills people in anything other than that.
That's true.
Meanwhile, Star Wars sets with Darth Vader coming out 4+.
Everyone loves the OG Batman cartoons, but I love this one and Batman Brave and the Bold more. I see that.
Knight is good. I was talking down on Arkham Knight there just to trigger Christian, but it is good. But it's got nothing on Arkham City. I don't care.
Do you want me to?
You'll never change my mind. Arkham City is the best.
You want me to say something that will piss you off?
You're gonna say Arkham City is the weakest of them, aren't you?
No, I don't think it's the weakest of them. I think it's the second best, but I didn't love it. I liked it, but I didn't love it. Also, I played it on PC. I wish I played it on console because I think the best way to play those games are on console.
Oh, probably. Yeah, most definitely. That's what they were built for.
But yeah.
But that's just a cringe take. Then again, I feel like I'm probably pretty heavily biased because I got Return to Arkham, which was just Asylum and City. I got that for Christmas 2017. and then I didn't get Arkham Knight until probably about 6 months ago now. So for like 4 years of my life, I just sat there with Batman Arkham City. It was the only one where you could glide around, and it was the only one with the good open world. So I'm probably biased towards that.
Makes sense. I think I enjoy Arkham Knight so much for the gliding that like City just without that in City just throws it off for me a bit.
Yeah, I agree. It is kind of tough to go back to City and you can't glide at that pace because like I'm not going to deny it. The gameplay in Arkham Knight is the best gameplay in the series bar none. It's incredible. Like even the tank sections, like they're not great, but they're not awful.
Exactly. Yeah,
I feel. But oh my god, dude, the story in Arkham City though. The story in Arkham City, untouchable. It's so good.
It's a good story. It's a good story.
It's my favorite Batman narrative of all time. It's incredible.
That's a high praise. Damn. I don't think it's my favorite. It's maybe top 10, I think. Asylum is my favorite purely for the atmosphere.
You
played Knight so much though. I thought Knight would just become your favorite. But
like Christian, all your takes are bad, but that's not a bad take.
All right. I think we went through all the comments except one comment, and I wanted to save this to the end because it is kind of maybe my favorite comment on this.
Do you want to go through some of the comments on my Spider-Man video after this? Because there's some wacky ones in there that I've seen.
Sure. Tell me a few particularly because I don't want to lose all the viewers. Take it from an old Gen Xer who grew up with Michael Keaton Batman. No one has a monopoly on the greatest Batman. All Batmans are awesome. I just recently discovered this version and I love it. I like how Bruce Wayne isn't so tragic and he is more open to growing. I love how this show has expanded on Alfred and his relationship. I am an old comic book fan who, due to coronavirus, has had more time to dwell into my younger passion for DC characters and I have to say that all incarnations are beautiful in their own way. So bravo to you and all others for your love for the show because you and any others are not wrong. Batman is never wrong. So I say, spread the word, long live Batman. This is a wholesome ass comment.
That is. Like a Gen Xer, I like that comment a lot.
Because it's like because like you don't think when I make these videos, I don't think of people older than me watching these videos.
Neither.
I think of people of my age or younger than my age watching these videos. So it's crazy to me to think that something like this is like there. Yeah. It's like I'm making a video for someone older than me, which is that's insane. It's a W comment. Yeah. I think it's my favorite comment on like this entire thing.
It's so good.
I love this comment. Honestly.
But to be fair, they've clearly never read All-Star Batman and Robin.
True. All-Star Batman.
Which granted neither have I, but I think I'm happy that way.
Are you a raw XD? I'm tweeting that. I'm tweeting that. If you want, give me your Twitter if you want Twitter credits on that. Because I need to tweet that, please, Madsen.
God, that's good.
But yeah, those are the comments on this video.
From what I saw, some pretty good comments.
This is, and the reason I want to do this is because it's like, I'll say it again. So many people like you just go to my channel, right? And like, this is the most viewed video, and by a long slide. And yes, I wish some of my other videos had more views.
Eddie Burback assaults.
Why is this get so many views? I want to unlist this video. This is a stupid video.
Click on it. Let's watch this video. I don't think I've seen that. Surely we watch it right now. Eddie, no. Eddie, no. Not like this, Eddie.
Was that worth it? That was not worth it.
Yeah, it was.
I didn't even do the hashtag shorts on it, but it has this many views. That's how insane it is. This is one of the first videos I played. It's on like a playlist somewhere. It just keeps getting views. But the thing is, by a landslide, this video is my most viewed video, and I cannot be more thankful for that. You know, because it's
reveal.
But that's the thing is like, I didn't expect that to happen. I made this video, and when I made this video, I'm trying to think of like the position I was in when I made.
You never expect it. I didn't expect it at all when it happened.
Yeah, because I made this video and I thought, I'm not gonna stop making YouTube videos, but this is gonna be my last big YouTube video because I'm back home. I don't get the chance to do a lot of stuff because I have work to do at home and I'm starting my internship. I don't have the thing for that. But then I posted this. I got the reception I wanted, and I got much more than I wanted too. And it was crazy. And then I made my Spider-Man 3 video. Then I put I was like, no, this is something I can keep doing. And it's like, I don't need to make money off these videos. I don't need to go crazy, become like a famous person. But like I enjoyed the support, and I love seeing that support because it shows me that, what I'm doing, at least in some way, shape, or form, can matter,
Yeah.
And I think that's the biggest takeaway that I had from this was like, it was a passion project. It was something that this show, no one watched it, like barely anyone watched it, but it's something people still cared about, or like people still had in the back of their head and they revisited it. And that meant a lot to me. So anyone who watched this video when it came out, anyone who watched this video later, anyone who watched it now, anyone who's yet to watch it but is going to watch it soon, thank you so much for that. It truly means a lot to me. But yeah,
not to brag, but I'm pretty sure I did actually watch that video pretty much when it came out, before we even knew each other. So I'm an OG.
That is
Real fan, true fan right here.
That's a true fan flex. Yeah, that's
Why do we have the sun's message about the Amazing Spider-Man just scrolling through?
It says the Batman instead. I changed it to say the Batman. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, that's and like I said this before to another few people. For me, season 1, I guess I don't like dividing everything to season because that's kind of cringe. I saw the Batman video before it was released. I'm a true fan. That is true. That is true. Technically, I think.
Well, you know what, Christian? Shut up.
That's also true.
Go watch Tron Legacy in 3D IMAX for the 10 millionth time, you loser.
3D.
Look.
But yeah, so like season 1 of Film Caffeine in a way ended with the Batman video. That was my big cap for season 1, and then that went successful, so I kept going from there. And season 2 of Film Caffeine kind of ended with the Mark of Athena video. And that was my big personal like the Batman 2004 video was my big personal project, and that ended this era of Film Caffeine. And then Mark of Athena video was a big personal project, and that ended this huge era of Film Caffeine. And then the third era of Film Caffeine is really special to me because I made a short film and I've been making video essays, and then the driving force has been coda. It's something that I don't expect to be the most successful thing in the world, but it's going to be something that I am confident saying that I've poured my heart into. And so when coda comes out this August, that is going to be the end of that quote unquote season 3 of Film Caffeine. So I can't wait for y'all to see that.
Quick question: do you have a specific date in August?
I'll say it for stream just because it's cool, and I'll make it exclusive. Right now, I'm aiming for an August 13th release. That's my aim. August 12th or August 13th. What I want to do is the weekend of August 6th, I want to do like a premiere event kind of thing, where I get like Netcast people together, some other Twitter people together, and we just watch coda, and that would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool.
And then the week after that, put it public and available for everyone. And I want to use those 2 weeks to really bump up the promotion, maybe do some extra podcasts, maybe bring the cast on for something for the channel. I want to go as crazy as I can with that. So that will be that's my aim. I don't know if that's going to be the case. It's funny because the one like thing that's like called coda, there's like a movie that's called coda that's like French, that's releasing on like Apple TV Plus. It's releasing like that same weekend, I think. I don't know what to make of that, but whatever.
You know what you make of that? You crush them at the box office.
Exactly.
And then you say you did it first, and they rip you off.
Technically, since they're coming on Apple TV Plus and I'm coming on YouTube, we're head to head at the box office.
That's true.
Yeah. So
it's a real Disney versus Warner Brothers type situation.
Exactly. More like a Warner Brothers versus fucking, I don't know, Quibi situation.
Quibi.
But yeah,
Bro, I'm Quibi with my Deadpool video coming out a year after it was planned.
bro. But yeah, Coda coming soon. Coda's been my lifeblood for the longest time, and it's crazy. Yeah, you have to wake up if you have a lovely night, man. Before we leave,
Have a great night, my friend.
Before we head off, I am gonna treat you guys to something special. I've worked on this for a bit, and it's an exclusive to stream. I don't think I'll post it on Twitter. So here you go, just for you guys. Here is an exclusive clip from. Let me turn off all this other shit. Here is an exclusive. God damn it! Here we go. Here is an exclusive clip from Coda.
Do you want my number? Yeah. Is that too forward? Am I being too forward? Was that being too forward?
No. I would love to have your number, Miss.
Oh, it's Wanda.
Hi, I'm Dan.
So yeah, my number.
Yeah, just put it in this.
Oh damn, second phone. Keep him busy, I see.
Yeah. Sorry. Duty calls.
Oh yeah? What do you do?
All right, thank you everyone for watching. I will catch you guys soon. Say something to say goodbye, CJ.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for having me, Mithy.
All right. Yep. Awesome. See you guys.